Aaron and Dylan show. I guess we could
Yeah.
call it that.
Yeah.
We're streaming some Bumble Bash commentary. Blood Honey versus Manic Pixie Stream Girls is a
What's up, guys?
Kansas
Doing this
City
thing.
team.
We out here.
George Queen, and we've done one of these matches before. This is a losers bracket match. Loser went home. Blood Honey kind of surprised people with how well they played, I think, after just kind of coming together right before the tournament.
Yeah, they did a great job. They got game off teamwork, which is very, very impressive.
Most people didn't.
I know.
Ooh,
Oh, and
nice
there's a smash
dive.
from Paul.
That's Paul. So, how do you feel Paul's Queen was around this
Uh,
time? He doesn't really play it
I,
anymore.
it's honestly this is the first time I've watched this. The other matches I saw, not the best, but right now he looks good. He's stabilizing. But they do have a lot of warriors. They would go so like Blood Honey was going all mill a lot,
Yeah.
and just to try to like I, at the beginning of the game, so much can happen, and if you can try to stabilize all of that at the beginning and slow it down, I think you're at a huge advantage. And that's kind of what just happened. Their warriors cleared out all of the gold warriors. And now they're going to be on gates, and Paul's going to have to try to. Oh,
sick stick by Helen.
That was,
So I had that backwards.
Eli.
No, they're blue.
Oh,
so that's Helen who did that.
My God.
And that was Paul who lost his
over.
life right away at the beginning of that
Whoops.
one. So Blue actually has been kind of dominant in this one. Helen with a beautiful stick kill. You can look for that for Blue Abs.
Yeah,
That's her
that's sick.
signature panted move.
Yeah,
Killing
gets
the
that-
queen face the other way with the stick.
Yeah, gets that super stick anytime.
And the
now-
snail's almost
and
there,
that
and then
stick
she
should
just
not have
chased you
happened,
down.
But that's
Was
okay.
that even a stick? She kind
Yeah,
of
it was
just
a stick.
hustled
She was
in.
at the like tail end of it though.
So let's rewind that actually for a second. We're gonna take that back.
She was totally at the tail end of that stick. Like she was coming off.
He hasn't lost his second life
but the
yet. So this
queen
queen's over here on the right
was
side,
trying to get out
and
of
Helen
it.
did stick. Oh, the
Yeah.
queen! If they had just stayed in their left direction, would have killed him there. So that's not George. It's
That's,
Hugo on queen,
yeah.
and Helen got greedy going for that third kill.
But they got a warrior up, and that's gonna be.
It's gonna be a little too late
Barry.
here though. Snail's almost in. So and that warrior
Yeah, that's
died.
Eli on the right.
And it allowed Steve T to kill everybody in the bottom right. So when you're trying to defend that snail in the bottom right or left corner, last life, they're killing all the warriors who come
Yeah,
by
they're
to
just
try to
moving
defend
them.
it.
They're getting this perfect, and now there's no gates for Hugo. and
You know,
that's
you
gonna
got you got to be a
tough
little
one.
patient. Even if the snail's that close, you got to try to use some jukes, and that's last life. And that's a Helen hat trick.
Damn.
A hell
Throw those
trick.
ears.
Yeah,
Hell trick?
a hell trick.
Don't
You
love
don't like
it.
that one?
Don't love it.
It's a work in progress. So, but like if you're trying to kill that snail as it's close to the goal there at the end, even if you're a slow warrior, you kind of have to use some jukes a little bit because if you go directly in and directly for the snail, you're asking just to get killed.
When you're
Immediately.
defending,
When you're trying to
stop it.
Stop it, yes. Like you have to use some jukes, and so you got to throw an element of surprise at it.
Yeah, I mean you can't die
You can't die.
because then
Even if you kill the snail and you die right away,
yeah,
you
at
just
the-
set your
at the
team back
very least,
15
just stay
seconds,
alive.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah,
Even if it's
let
just
your-
to
'cause
spoof
your queen
them off.
can't get stuck over there.
So let's look at this night map
Yeah,
opening.
so that's George, and he went with the speeds, and now these gates are going to be completely locked down. And Paul just
Oh,
and
nice.
Paul with a late dive there.
Yeah.
He should have. He thought about diving under and getting that gate and just going under. It looked like, and then just kind of thought about it just a little bit too long. But yeah, so here's Helen gets him, and now the gates are locked down.
The snail's moving again here. And this was kind of a late commit from Manic going into this tournament to running the snail. They were a Barry team in the lead up to it.
Yeah, some people weren't happy about it.
And they weren't. And they weren't too sold on this night map snail. But you can see them moving it here, and you see Steve T's the one who's moving it. He's moving it really well. And this is a pretty
that
quick
was
match.
JCC on the ledge, killing it. They only got 3 berries in there. And then
Nobody
the queen
defended
got 'em
that
at the
snail.
end, but
So
the queen was worried about clearing.
let's watch that round one
Yeah,
more time because it took
so
a minute.
Quick. Yeah. No, that's totally good. But yeah, no, JCC let 3 berries in, and then the queen, probably right there. Don't worry about like the clearing a ledge when the snail's booking it like that.
Right. You need your warriors up. So it wasn't even really an opening problem here,
No, I mean,
per
the
se,
opening's-
was it?
The opening's not good.
It's not good,
Because
but he
he-
kills Paul right away, so he has a chance to get all these
Yeah.
gates right here. And they still don't have anybody to get up and defend that snail
Yeah.
well enough. Let's see what happens here that made Blood Honey unable to defend the snail. So I rewound a little too far. But again, on
That's the
Blood
sound
Honey
of the
here,
rewind.
that's the rewind sound. We got George now queening on Night Map, and they're switching here. We got Eli on Skull, Hugo on Checks, Barry and Rowe on Stripes and
Yeah, so,
Abs, respectively.
like right here, Paul, if he dives under, which he thought about, or
Oof.
he thought about it too late. He did it too late.
So George got that queen kill, and what does he do at that time? He goes and grabs one extra gate,
His warrior gets pinned.
doesn't allow, and then tries to defend the snail, and doesn't get his warriors back on. He's got hunted by Helen.
Yeah. I mean,
Helen's
to be
hunted.
fair, both those warriors died almost immediately as soon as they
And that-
spawned.
Yeah.
And he never got Eli up, which, if I'm playing with Eli as debatably one of my best warriors on the team, I'd probably try to get him up.
Sure. I mean, they have no warriors here is the problem.
Yeah, and it's
Right.
and the snail's booking, and he needs to stay middle probably there. Should have stayed middle.
And the coordination here for the warriors, the prospective warriors and the queen wasn't there. So when George did grab a gate, he should have been with a drone
yeah, you
at
gotta-
that spot
you
to
have
get
to
in.
be
He didn't.
communicating.
And as
at
a
all
result, they didn't get a
times.
warrior up after the first two, and that was just a blowout round.
Yeah.
Probably as fast of a snail as you'll see.
No, yeah, you gotta be communicating. Even then, like when even your berry runners probably should have jumped on the snail and stopped berries there, and everyone should have
You should
adjusted
sack
once
the
it got
snail
so
for
far.
sure. Yeah, go get eaten, as we call it in Chicago. Get sacrifice yourself to the snail god. Get eaten
All right,
and
so
slow that
Hugo's
snail
back.
down.
Hugo's doing a
Round
weird
three.
wrap right at the beginning, stopping speed. Helen's not going to get up, but Paul's going to stay up there and grab it. And now he has no gates really. He has one warrior who
Yeah, they have
helps
left
him.
open,
Yeah,
and then
that
get
warrior
guys
did a
in.
perfect job of killing.
Nice
oh,
job
but then,
there.
Bam.
Yeah, nice job by Stripes there. That was Barry to help protect to get the warrior out.
And Hugo's up. He's gonna get a couple warriors here. I think they're gonna run this now. They've got a little tug of war happening.
Yeah, they're not going all mill, which we saw them do previously to great effect. Nice kill there by Eli taking out the queen.
Smash.
So these guys had great costumes on, and they played pretty well here. This is a tough
You
Chicago
look who
team.
is going full mill though.
The Chicago team is going full mill. That's correct.
Manic Pixie Stream Girls went full military. They're just gonna attack Hugo right now. It looks like.
Right.
Say forget that snail. I know they grew impatient a lot of riding the snail.
Dangerous dive there by
yeah.
Paul, and he's down to last life.
So
Paul got impatient, it looks like, here
yeah,
in this round.
he had both
This
the
isn't going
side
well.
gates. Don't really need that middle one.
No.
I don't like.
He was
I
trying
mean,
to
I
do
guess-
gate control by himself, basically.
But I mean, sweet little warrior kill there, and then they pinch the warrior at the bottom. Now Gold has no warriors again.
Yeah.
Except they didn't cover the right gate, and the right gate's leaking. Still leaking. Yeah, they're a little blue is a little bit.
They
queen hungry
stabilized.
right now.
Well, but they stabilized. Blue definitely stabilized.
Oh,
and that happens.
ghosted.
Eli with the kill.
Ghost tried the whip, Eli.
Yeah, I mean, they stabilized it. That was kind of a stalemate in terms of the snail at the bottom. You know, both teams didn't really move it anywhere.
Just honestly
Paul
seemed
just lost
like
some lives
Manic,
being greedy.
Manic Pixie Stream Girls was like
They smelled blood in the water?
Like pubbing it that game. They didn't really have
they're
like
sharks. They were smelling the blood in the water.
Yeah, they didn't really have an actual strategy. they were all
unfortunately-
just playing like a Wednesday night before the league.
It was a minor cut on a beluga whale, and it didn't work out for him.
Sure.
You know, the beluga just swallowed the shark.
Sure.
So
I'll take
this
that.
George, we'll see what he's doing in terms
You got a
of
sweet kill on
opening
Paul
here.
right there. Do you
Paul
want to
already
rewind
lost
and watch
one.
that opening real quick?
Yeah,
Just
let's
to,
do it.
'cause It happened. It looks pretty clean. From
Yeah,
both
let's.
sides.
We are very focused on the openings
I'm a
of
big-
George
I'm a
here on
big
Night
opening
Maps.
Fan. He opened it way better this time because I don't think he grabbed the speed. Although
So,
I might be an idiot. Let's watch
we went
this
back
ghost,
further.
though.
One more
This
kill
ghost,
here.
though. Here
One
comes
more
Eli.
kill. Wow. I didn't rewind it that far.
A
Ooh!
little whip.
Beautiful turnaround from Eli. That kill did deserve two views.
Oh yeah, that was a sick kill.
Yeah.
Little
Eli,
flip
nice
right
job.
there. He snuck in, snuggled up next to that ledge, and
Right.
took him home. Took
Yeah.
the queen home.
So round 4, Blood Honey, Manic Pixie, loser goes home. Night map here, and we're back to George
So,
Queen,
yeah, let's see
and we'll
what
see
George
George's
does at the-
opening.
because
He's
he-
kind of got a weird spot to open from there. Most
so
queens open in the
he
middle.
didn't go grab
almost.
speed this time, and
He
so
didn't.
he kept his left and then went middle, and now Paul's on the defensive. And
Ooh.
bam.
Paul got a greedy on that one. No
Yeah.
need for that dive through the waterfall. You know, especially after you miss it, you don't need to go right. You go left, get out of dodge,
Yeah,
go grab some gates.
Get the
You don't
F
need to try to
out.
force that issue.
Get the F out. So they are going full mill, it looks like. That's Blood Honey going
Ooh.
full mill.
Nice kills by
Um,
Eli. Eli's a player, man. Look
yeah,
at these. He's
Eli's-
bopping all these blue
Eli
warriors.
can bop.
Yeah, these are
I like
really
calling it
impressive.
Eli Smash.
Yeah. Oh, a nice kill by Rowe.
Yeah, a little
And,
head banging over there from Barry.
Yeah, that's an imposing
Pretty
team
metal.
they've got going. Yeah, for sure. great costumes.
So yeah, this is maybe
Fu-
where they were inspired. To just
Knives out,
decide
and
to
Paul's
go-
on last
yeah.
life.
Oh,
Oh, just missed. And the nice stick from Paul, and
that's
that's something he'll
juicy.
get you on. If you're not paying attention, he will get you with that stick when you
Yeah,
don't expect it.
and a couple warriors up now. So we'll see you.
How is he still
man.
alive at this point?
Swimming with the sharks.
Do you feel like now the KC
God.
team's got, is the shark with small in the blood in the water?
Yeah, I mean,
And as a
they're
result, they've
totally
lost
going
pretty
for
much
it.
everybody. They keep getting warriors out though, because George is doing a nice job of cycling through the map and grabbing gates to keep guys coming back up to help him out. But it's not quite the dominant, it was after Eli killed everybody earlier in the
This
round.
is just pure military. Going for that kill.
Yeah.
They got the gates. Checkers over there. That's Spencer. He's gonna stay alive. I trust.
Yeah, I almost forgot Spencer was on this team.
Yeah, he knows his role right here. Just stay alive. Oh,
And then
God,
you
he's
jinxed
out.
him.
I
You
knew it was
posthumously
coming.
jinxed him with the commentator's curse. And Paul's all alone now
Yeah, last
against
life.
all Millie. Last life, but he's killed 2
Ooh,
warriors.
and
Oh, and he's killed
jeez.
3 warriors now. He has no gates.
Yeah, so
Gold's gonna
blue
keep getting out.
here. They're running a couple berries and moving the snail. They're working on something which gold blood honey is just not doing.
Both these queens are
But,
playing really well
yeah,
this round.
freaking George just plugging those warriors off as well, which is sweet.
I feel like if
Oh, and
George
there was another one
played
that
this
could've
way
had-
every round, this Blood Honey's team might have been able to upset them here in this match.
Yeah, Eli's speed's scary. I'm gonna say that because he's plugging those drones.
Full Millie for gold,
He's just
still in
chasing
great
drones
shape.
at this point.
And at one point, if you're gold,
That's
you
so-
like
so
try to
far.
do
Yeah,
something
maybe,
else,
maybe
like
suicide.
suicide to
One
get the
of you
snail
guys,
out.
Because
Because
Paul
blue is just straight objectives at
Yeah,
this point.
Paul's just staying alive. They need to maybe coordinate the pincers better
Ooh.
instead of just chasing like this.
That's a good job by Paul to get out of there.
That
A lot of
snail, dude, that
queens,
snail is in. How are you gonna let that happen when you have all military?
when they're getting chased by a speed warrior, will when they're bouncing, they'll try to get their hover
One
back
of y'all, okay.
rather
well,
than dive out. And sometimes it's smarter to dive out, and Paul does a good job of that.
and nope, and
sure.
Helen missed the jump right there. Should have had that. I think Helen's gonna get up here. Nope. Oh, yo.
Paul, man, playing really well.
Oh, that stick, though.
Stick almost bounced him out. And Paul's diving through, just
See,
grabbing
and now
gates.
berries
He
are
doesn't
so
even really
close.
need the
Blue-
gates
well,
because
Blue did a great job here of just like Paul is.
and a berry kick in from gold.
Paul
And Blue might
seriously
win
stayed
on
alive
this.
for like three.
He hasn't had a warrior
3
in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, and Paul's just running around the map. His berries are. I'm sure we're missing some sweet JCC jukes. That might have been Juke Nukem himself.
Oh my God!
Can we rewind that? Was that
just
Juke
the
Nukem?
last berry? Oh
I'm
my
not even sure. Yeah, that might have been Steve.
I mean,
Ju-
let's watch the last 30 seconds and how these last 3
I think that
berries
was-
get
I
in
think
for
that was
Blue.
Juke Jr.
Because they've got 2 ledge guards for gold.
I bet we missed a lot of sweet jukes there. I'm just gonna.
And
say
that's
there was
that's
so
a
many-
berry kick
yeah.
in. That's 1
Which-
kick in, right? 3 berries left. That's
It
1 kick.
happens,
That's 2
kick-ins,
kick-ins
yeah.
within 3 seconds of each other.
Yeah, that's that KC ledge.
And here, let's see this last berry. How Blue, without having a warrior for the last like 2 minutes at least of this match, somehow won.
that's
Oh, it's the
Steve.
ledge.
Yep, just went right.
Yeah,
under.
Barry just led underneath, and that's a practice thing of just being able to deny
Yeah,
drones getting in on that one.
They went for it.
Not-
Man, that was crazy. Though.
Not a
They
quality enough
were
ledge guard. That was super close.
Blood honey. With
I'm
the,
not quite
like,
sure how
maybe
Paul-
the most accurate team name, like most fitting team name of the tournament.
Yeah,
Blood honey. I mean, hot dogs was pretty fitting. We were
Right.
a bunch of wieners.
That's true.
Uh,
But Blood
Blood Honey,
Honeys
like,
was
that's
a
good.
highly entertaining team to watch. They
Yeah.
brought the heat. Kansas City. Looking forward to seeing them play again at Bumble Bash too if they keep that band together.
yeah, that's great.
Right?
We'll see him here in a month for K.
Are they showing up for
17.
KK17?
A lot of those guys are. I think they're
Cool.
all staying at my house. So.
All right. Well, thanks, Dill. We'll get more
This
videos
is
up
Little
soon.
Dilly out.
Peace.